Hey, welcome to episode 2 of Friends in Cars. I'm here with
Hannah.
And, yeah, enjoy this episode. Let's try it.
Seatbelt protection.
Always. It would make insurance go up if people didn't wear seatbelts on the podcast.
That's true.
I don't know if any podcast has insurance, actually. What music did you want to talk about in particular?
Well, you said that you started listening to Young the Giant after the photo shoot. So what did you think about them?
They're good. One of my favorite songs is probably Simplified.
Yeah, Simplified's really good.
But yeah, they've got a bunch of really good albums.
They really do. I think I didn't know that they had 4 until Kelly told me about it. I thought that they only had the 3. And so whenever I listened to the 4th one, I found out that there's a lot of songs that I actually haven't heard yet, which was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't like them as much as the ones that I had heard, but I guess it's good to learn.
Definitely, yeah.
On my way here, there was this van, and I had Oklahoma tags, and it was driving in front of me, and he kept, getting over into the, what are those things called, medians, I guess?
Medians, yeah.
And he kept getting over to it, and then all of a sudden, he turns on his emergency, his blinking emergency lights, speeds up to 90, and it turns into the Kelly's Corner.
Okay.
And I have no idea what that was all about, but that was something.
Sounds weird.
It was so weird. And he was driving super erratic, and then the emergency lights, so that was...
Hopefully he got that worked out.
Hopefully.
You play guitar, right?
Yes. I've been playing since I was 11. So my papa taught me. I remember whenever I was 5, he got me one of those little tiny guitars. He bought one for $20. And I would just play each individual chord and then strum like I do when I was doing I was making some kind of music. And he would sit on his bed and he would play songs for me, and I loved him so much. And my favorite was La Bamba. And so whenever he taught me how to play guitar, that was the first song that I learned was La Bamba. And I'm pretty sure, muscle memory, I'll never forget it because I love it so much. You play any instruments, Josh?
I play ukulele.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not good, but I can strum my way through a few songs.
That's pretty cool. I think I played Emily's ukulele once.
It's a pretty easy instrument.
It is. I had to play it right-handed. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be weird for you.
But what I figured out is for left-handed guitars aren't everywhere. Most of the time it's just right-handed. So I taught myself how to play the chords upside down. So I can flip the right-handed guitar upside down, and then I'll just play the chords backwards. That took a long time, but it's still pretty cool.
I also have an ocarina, if you know what that is.
I actually do not. Do you explain?
Well, it's a wind instrument. Ancient wind instrument from 8,000 years ago or something.
Wow.
Popularized by the video game series Legends of Zelda.
Okay.
So it's made out of glass, and it's got 12 holes.
Alright, it's kind of like a flute.
Kind of like a flute, but it's shaped like a submarine.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
Yeah. I only know how to play the theme from the Legend of Zelda game and Amazing Grace, but
those are things. What is up with people pulling out in front of people today?
Oh, yeah.
That's the 3rd car.
I only have done it once.
You know that thing where you're coming at the 4-way stop, and then you have Walmart just to your left and then straight. There's this Mercedes, and he passed in that part. He passed the guy on that spot. I'm pretty sure you cannot do that.
Yeah, probably not.
There's some crazy drivers today. There's some crazy drivers yesterday. I had to drive Mom to Hummer, and I hate driving her because it feels like a tank. It's just sitting like this driving. It's ridiculous.
What's your favorite car that you've driven this week?
This week, my rental car was pretty cool. That was a little Hyundai, SUV.
Yeah, it's better than Hank?
It's not better than Hank because, number one, whenever I drive, I rest my hand on the bottom of the steering wheel. And that's just how I drive. Okay. Well, the Hyundai had this bar, and I had to drive with my 2 fingers split open. It was cool. Very painful.
Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant.
See, you have a Ford too, so yeah, I just rest my hand on the bottom of it, and you can't do that in a little Hyundai. So I'm definitely glad to have him back, and he's so shiny. looks so shiny and all new looking. He looks so good.
Yeah, he's a sexy man.
I've had him for almost 2 years now. He's from Phoenix.
Okay. He looks like a Phoenix boy.
Kinda.
I don't know what Phoenix boys look like.
I don't either. I was not in Phoenix for very long. But, like, the guy, he bought it brand new, so it had been in Phoenix for, like, I guess 12 years or something, I don't know. And he babied it. He kept it in his garage and stuff, but Phoenix is so hot. Like, on the hood, it has bubbles from where the heat just, like, melted the top of it, even in the garage. Pretty crazy. I don't like Phoenix very much.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a great place.
Well, it's just, the heat comes from the top and the bottom. It's like an oven.
Yeah, that's too much heat.
So hot. And I do not like heat. I like the winter.
The winter's nice.
The winter is nice. It was exceptionally cold here the past few days, but it was still really pretty.
I'm just disappointed it didn't snow. I really wanted snow this year.
Yeah, that would have been nice. We had snow, I think, like 2016, because we had just moved down here from Colorado, and all Mom and Dad were talking about was how, like, it never snowed in Texas, and it did snow that year, that same year that we got back from Colorado. It was crazy. I never ran a stop sign, actually.
I did accidentally.
I think accidentally is a little different. I remember Dad got pulled over like 4 times because he loves rolling stop. And cops don't like that very much. There's a stop sign right by my house, and sometimes I don't stop at it because it's my house, so.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want at your house.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to a point, I guess.
Are there cops that often at your house?
No, but here the past couple days, there's been 2 straight troopers. There's one that I texted the group chat about, warning Brandon, because he's the only one who lives out of my way. And then, what was it? I think it was Wednesday. I got out on the road, and then one pulled out. He was parked on the side of the road clocking, and he pulled out right behind me. And I was like, he is going to pull me over, but he didn't do anything. But he didn't, so that was nice. I have like the most irrational fear of getting pulled over. And it's completely irrational because I've never done anything wrong. I don't have anything in my car. It's illegal. I always use my turn signal. I'm always a good driver, but I think it's because, like, I love cops so much, and I feel like they would be disappointed in me. I feel so bad. I'd probably cry if I actually was doing something wrong.
If you were doing something wrong, you'd probably just go turn yourself in.
That's extremely probably true. Kind of like whenever that cop thought I had a Rillo. I didn't. It was chocolate. But I was shaking, and then I accidentally threw chocolate halfway across my car.
At least you didn't throw it at him.
That would have been pretty bad. He was super nice, but I still felt bad. It was right here, actually.
Oh, nice.
He pulled out of that place, and then I pulled over to the side road. But the reason why I got pulled over, I got fixed. So I shouldn't have to worry about getting pulled over.
Okay. So what's your next, when you get pulled over next, what's it going to be for?
Okay. I do not speed unless it's over my bridge, over by where I used to work. Because I drove that same route almost pretty much every day for like a year and a half. Speed limit 60, and I would go around 90. But that's the only place that I've ever sped.
It's a bridge, though, so...
It's a bridge, and it's very long. It's like a racetrack. And I can see, I never speed at night, because I don't know whose headlights they are. But if it's in the middle of the day, I can see if there's a cop or not, so it's completely safe, in my opinion. I also will ride in the middle, because I have more swerve room. That's probably not very safe. I do not advise that to any of our podcast listeners.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
You can't sue us for anything said.
No. Wouldn't that be something?
You're held accountable if they get sued.
I grew up right next to a train.
That's cool.
So I can actually sleep best whenever there is a train nearby.
Did you ever jump on a train?
No, my dad did. That's probably why, because he would never let us do it. Now, we had some friends come in one time from New Mexico, and they got a hotel room that was right beside a train, and they said that they were up all night long because they weren't used to it, and it kept waking them up every time we passed.
It would wake me up probably.
It's the opposite for me. Like, it's actually kind of, I don't know, I'm just used to it from whenever I was little. Trains and the fan.
Yeah, I like fan.
Probably because dead silent.
Do you want to live by a train again?
I guess it depends. If I have dogs, probably not.
Yeah,
But if we had my dogs, I did not like the train at all. My dogs aren't stupid. I don't think they would run out in front of a train, but it's still really scary. I think it's spring break for the Metroplex right now. And spring break for like Alba and all them is next week.
Before it's actually even spring.
Yeah, exactly. That's dumb. I passed a lot of boats, so I guess a lot of people are going fishing.
Today would be a good day for fishing.
It really would.
It was windy this morning, but
surprisingly warm. I was not prepared. I went to that place one time, and they gave me a little chest, and it had like a tooth in it. It was weird. I didn't like it very much.
That is weird.
It was a fake tooth.
That's good.
It was still kind of weird.
Was there a reason?
It's like a healthcare ministry, and I'm pretty sure it was a dental visit. And I guess they were rewarding my clean teeth with more teeth.
They should have rewarded you with candy.
Yeah, that way I'd come back.
Oh.
Kind of like how you solve drug addictions with drugs to get you off the drugs. Now that I have Hank back, if you're not buckled up, he like screams at you. The ding is so loud to get you buckled up. And so I'm used to just buckling up now anyways. But there was this one time that me and Dad had a rental car, and the seatbelt thing, it would start out with like a really gentle ding. Ding, ding. And the second time it would get like more urgent, like ding, ding. And I thought it would be so funny if next it was just like a foghorn.
That would be funny.
That would be so funny. It would probably not be very safe, but it would be really funny.
Fish fry tonight.
Oh. Count me in.
I don't know where it's...
I don't even like fish, actually.
What?
Every once in a while at the diner I'd eat some, but that was every once in a while. And it's not even that I don't like fish. It's just that I would never, like, intentionally order fish. This podcast is all over the place. I'm not even sure
It is.
what you're going to have to name it.
I'll just put your name and put Topix.
Topix.
Topic.
With an X.
Yes, of course. Great.
I almost bought I didn't, but my parents almost bought a house down the street.
One of these houses?
It was on, Pam, I think. I forgot it's even a street. I'm pretty sure Pam was a street.
Pam sounds like a nice street.
Yeah, it does.
I know some nice Pam people, so...
The only Pam I know is the Pam that apparently Mom and Dad got into an argument with this lady on the phone. And she was, I guess, really dumb. I was young. I never heard this. I just heard the stories. And Dad called her, like, Pam, like mocking her. And so now every time that they would say Pam, that's the only way that they say it. So I really can't take the name Pam very seriously.
So you're never going to name a child Pam?
No. And no offense to any Pams listening.
I don't think any are.
You know what Pam, like the spray, you know what that stands for?
I forgot.
Product of Arthur Meyerhoff.
I was there when you discovered that.
You were. I forgot about that.
I don't remember.
Boomer knew it, like, right off the top of his head.
Yeah.
Which was impressive.
Boomer should go on Jeopardy.
Boomer should. You know, I tried out for Jeopardy.
You should try out again.
Well, it was the teen tournament, and there were 50 questions, and I got 2. Now, the Jeopardy online, like the test, is so different than, like, Jeopardy, because you have to type.
Yeah, that makes it a lot harder.
And I'm good at typing, but still, whenever I'm trying to think, and then I can't just say it, I have to, like, write it. That makes it a lot harder. But the 2 that I got were, the first one was subjects of the Bible. The answer was Matthew. And I don't remember the second. There were 50 questions, and I got 2.
I want to say impressive, but I can't.
It's not very impressive. It's actually super terrible. Because the reason why I decided to try out was because I got this little piece of paper and I would like watch Jeopardy and then mark my answers. And I got a lot. So I do not know why I got so few.
Maybe nerves has something to do with it.
Maybe. Nerves and not being very fast at typing.
So why do you think this gate is always closed?
I don't know, but it's very dumb.
It's opened like once
Every blue moon.
Probably blue moon, yeah. It's disappointing.
It is.
If they have a lot of
The
campers,
gate's open though, so that's completely pointless.
Yeah, so we can walk in. We just can't
Just can't drive.
Gotta drive.
Unless your car was really, really thin.
Yeah, like one of the smart cars.
Smart car, like, did you see where in Britain they
Yeah.
had like those little tiny cop cars that were like no emissions? It looks so dumb.
A motorcycle. Good motorcycle.
A motorcycle, yeah, that's probably best.
But you're probably
Or a
not
bicycle.
supposed to have a motorcycle on the sidewalk.
Also true. But it would just be for like a split second, just to get through the gate, and then you can get back out on the road.
I don't know if cops would buy this excuse.
You know, I haven't seen a cop over here in a really long time.
I saw a cop here when I was playing tennis.
Really?
Yeah.
You play tennis?
Sometimes.
My mom played tennis in high school. She tried to teach me, but I kept hitting it like a baseball.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, for a few months, during the summer, me, my brother, and Kelly and Boomer were coming out almost every week.
Nice.
We haven't done that in a while.
Well, if you ever want an all-star slugger on your team, let me know.
I might need one. If you could do it into the ground, then it would work perfect.
That's true. What is that, like spike it? Or you throw it off and you just whack it?
Yeah, that's what you need to do. And if you can get a spin on it, then you'll be unstoppable. You'll be a Williams sister.
The next Serena. Or Vanessa. Is it Vanessa or Veronica? Or neither.
I don't know.
I think it's Vanessa. I'm pretty sure it's Vanessa.
Yeah, sure. I don't know why Serena's the
More famous one.
Is she better? I don't know. Maybe it's because she had a controversy.
Maybe.
And she had a baby.
Controversies and babies.
It makes you famous.
They do.
So you should have at least one of those, I guess, if you want to be famous.
Controversy would probably be a little easier. Maybe not for me.
I mean, you could put the two together.
A controversial baby?
Yeah.
That's possible.
We didn't talk about music for very long.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, why'd you even say that as the topic?
I don't know. I was just thinking. We could talk about crocheting. But that's super boring.
Yeah.
People would probably turn it off at that
Yeah, I
point.
also don't really know how to talk about crocheting. It's like,
What's your favorite yarn width? No, that's not a very good topic.
the one...
Favorite hook width? 5.5. Any day.
See,
Comes in a nice turquoise.
I've looked for a 5.5. I've not been able to find
You
one.
cannot find a 5.5?
No.
Josh, where are you looking?
Walmart?
Really?
Yeah, they don't have one.
They do? What? You just...
I couldn't find it.
Well, it came in my, kit. My grandparents bought me, a whole thing. That's how I found that little teeny tiny crochet hook to fix Kelly's bracelet. It's because it was in there, but it's 5.5. I'm sure it's a 5.5. I'll have to go home and find it and, take a picture of it.
Maybe I have to just
Wouldn't it be
get a
cool
kit.
if I just, pulled it out of my purse?
That
I was
would be.
I keep it with me all the time.
Why don't you?
I should. That's what I'm going to do from now on.
Yeah. And you have to keep yarn, too, of course.
You got
Otherwise...
just a little tiny ball.
Because the crochet hook without the yarn's pointless.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. You can use it for self-protection.
You could, but you should probably carry around something else.
Probably. Like my glitter pepper spray.
Wouldn't it be bad if you got blood on your crochet hook?
I would be very upset. That's for sure. My pepper spray runs out in 2 years, I think. Yeah, 2021.
Yeah,
I wonder if it
that's when
works. Huh?
You should test it.
I should. Ready?
Not inside. That would hurt you, too.
That's true. I wanted to learn karate really bad whenever I was 12. No, I think I was 13 actually. I still kind of do. I just think it would be so cool because I think I'd be pretty non-assuming.
Yeah.
And then just
You
Just flip somebody.
You could be good at it.
That'd be so cool. But I'd never tell anybody I was taking lessons. Just come out one day.
You've just told like 12 people
12
that
people.
it's at least of interest.
I was joking.
And 2 of them, I have no idea who they are.
Well, you should change that. Reach out.
Yeah, maybe.
Terrible business.
Hey,
skills.
you have the password to the account, so you can.
Well,
do
I'll
it.
sign out after my episode's over.
As soon as it's over.
As soon as it is over.
But you know the password.
That's true.
But you might forget the password. I don't know. It's an easy
Probably
password.
not. I don't forget numbers or passwords very often. I have the same 3 passwords. I'm not going to tell you what any of them are, or our 12 listeners. But I've had the same 3 passwords since I was 15, I guess. That's whenever I first got an account. And I have 3 because normally it takes 3 attempts before they kick you out, so it's going to be one of the 3. Yeah, switch it up just a little bit. I don't know. I think it's smart. No one's ever hacked me, except for my sister.
Yeah,
But I don't know if that counts or not.
it counts.
It could count whenever we're older.
Yeah,
it's like my
true.
banking information or something like that.
Yeah, you wouldn't want her to know your banking information.
Mm-mm.
She's not trustworthy.
Mm-mm.
And I hope she's listening.
Hopefully she makes it this far. Kristen tunes me out in like everyday life. I don't know why she would intentionally listen to an episode of me talking.
Yeah, this is
If you're listening, Kristen, I love you. Thanks for listening.